Hello, my name is Benjamin Key, and I'm doing a double degree of Bachelor of Media and Communications, majoring in online media, radio, and podcasting, and a Bachelor of Laws. Today, I'll be reflecting on and drawing connections between my internship and my academic studies. My internship was at 9 News Sydney, where I worked as a social media producer in the newsroom. As part of my role, I had to manage all relevant 9 News social media platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X, which I made and distributed content for. Depending on the day and the time of day, I would sometimes be working by myself, covering pages nationwide, or I'd be just responsible for the 9 News Sydney pages. My tasks including creating and publishing original, shareable, and newsworthy content, maximizing engagement, monitoring direct messages and emails, ensuring legal compliance, and during the Olympics period, collaborating with the Wide World of Sports team to assist in creating and executing Nine's wider Olympics content strategy. Here's some of the examples of the work I was doing, which included posting news packages and creating graphics and videos. Some of these performed extremely well. For example, the TikTok on the far right of this slide accumulated over 1 million views. A concept of my internship that was influenced heavily by my disciplinary learning in the news media unit was what makes successful and effective reporting of news. This is something I addressed in Reflective Task 2, where I said that I believe the 5 Ws, shareability, and timeliness were the most important elements of effective news reporting. But as I spent more time reporting news by myself, my view slowly shifted. And I now believe that the most important elements of effective news reporting are timeliness and objectivity. Timeliness, especially in the world of social media news, is essential. Going viral is a common goal for companies on social media and is something that 9News definitely values. Viral posts and videos both increase brand awareness for 9News and on some platforms can generate significant amounts of revenue. And of course, objectivity is extremely important in effective news reporting. It's one of the defining norms of professional practice in journalism, and several senior employees who I spoke with understood and were quick to communicate the consequences and repercussions of losing objectivity in 9News' reporting. My main strengths during my internship were related to general organization, consistency in my posts, and planning ahead for what I needed to get done. Social media producing was a role that was dynamic and fast paced and involved a lot of different tasks throughout my shift. So overall, I think I was able to stay organized and ensure that no tasks slipped through the cracks. Another strength of mine was ensuring I understood my legal obligations, as failure to do this could result in significant consequences. It was also the element of my internship that I anticipated as involving the most important disciplinary learning, which I mainly gained from the media law unit that I took. In this unit, I studied cases such as Fairfax versus Voller, which highlighted the importance of moderating social media pages to ensure that 9News would not be in breach of its obligations under the Defamation Act or the Racial Discrimination Act. However, I think my biggest weakness throughout my internship was networking. I found it really difficult to strike up conversations with other producers and reporters in the newsroom that were not part of my team. I did manage this on occasion, but given the sporadic nature of my shifts, I found it even harder to nurture and then develop those newsroom relationships. I also found it more difficult than anticipated to think outside of the box in terms of the content I was creating. While I was able to meet the expectations that were set for me, I did not really create content that was particularly creative, innovative, or outside the box. During my internship, I learned two very important lessons. Firstly, the importance of networking and career progression. Being connected to people is essential for finding and sustaining work. Secondly, that I could have done a much better job of networking during my internship and didn't prioritize it as highly as I think I should have. With that in mind, my two main SMART goals for the next 3 years both are in relation to networking. My first SMART goal is to patiently work on developing my professional network. I know that building good networks takes time and persistence, so this is not a goal I expect to achieve immediately. It is also admittedly a very hard goal to measure specifically, as building a professional network can be hard to quantify. But in saying that, my goal is to gain 300 LinkedIn connections over the next 3 years. My second SMART goal is to broaden the scope of my network and establish professional connections across all areas of the creative trident. Those who work as specialist creatives, embedded creatives, and support creatives. I believe broadening my network and opening myself up to different pathways and opportunities will be a really valuable investment of my time. My smart goal in relation to this is to establish one professional connection in all three of these fields over the next 12 months. In conclusion, my internship at 9 Sydney has provided me with valuable hands-on experience and reinforced disciplinary learning from previous units, especially from news media, social media, and media law. I think I was able to successfully leverage my strengths in organization and legal compliance at 9 years, but I identified areas for growth, namely networking and creativity in my work. This has led me to set and define my professional goals going forward, which focus on expanding and strengthening my network across creative industries. Overall, my time at 9 News has been a crucial career stepping stone, offering practical insight into the news industry and setting the foundation for my career in media. Thank you.